We've all heard it, right? That old line, stop wasting your time playing games.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's such a common thing to hear.
Maybe you even said it yourself. But what if those hours spent in virtual worlds, solving puzzles, leading teams?
What if they aren't wasted at all?
Exactly. What if you're actually building this amazing toolkit, skills that are really valuable, transferable skills for your career?
And that's the fascinating part, isn't it? This whole idea that gaming is just, lazy fun. It's just not true anymore. When you look
Hmm.
at the research, academic studies, even what people in the game industry are saying, gaming is this incredible incubator for skills employers are actively looking for.
So that's what we're doing today, a real deep dive. We're going to explore how your experience, maybe playing Fortnite Creative or using tools like the Unreal Editor for Fortnite UEFN.
How that can genuinely help you develop abilities that employers really value.
We want to unpack what these skills are, how gaming actually builds them, and crucially, where they can take you professionally, and not just in the games industry either.
Yeah, we'll look at everything. Strategic thinking, technical skills, basically giving you a shortcut to understanding the surprising professional upside of gaming.
Okay, so let's unpack this first part, this outdated idea that gaming is unproductive. It just couldn't be further from the truth today.
Absolutely. Modern games, especially the really complex ones, they're basically dynamic training grounds.
They demand so much more than just reflexes. Cognitive skills, social
And
skills.
the sheer breadth of the skill development is what's key. There was that big review by Manpower Group.
Oh, I remember reading about that. Huge scope.
Yeah, they looked at over 11,000 games, surveyed almost 25,000 employers in, 44 countries?
Wow.
And the findings were stark. Gamers develop crucial soft skills, skills that directly address major talent shortages across loads of industries.
Okay, so let's get specific. What are these soft skills gamers are picking up, and how do different types of games play into that? Let's start with, say, action-adventure and role-playing games.
Yeah.
Like World of Warcraft, or maybe Assassin's Creed.
Right. Big, complex worlds, lots of choices.
Exactly. You're constantly making critical decisions,
Mhm.
figuring out narratives, maybe managing character builds. That really develops critical thinking.
And creativity, too, and how you approach problems or customize your experience.
Definitely. Plus problem solving and even social perceptiveness, understanding the motivations of NPCs or other players in MMOs.
And those skills map directly to real-world roles, right? Production, quality control, places where you need foresight.
Totally. Then you have open world games. Think Minecraft or the newer Zelda games.
The ultimate sandboxes.
Pretty much. You're building, exploring, often collaborating on huge projects
Yeah.
that massively boosts creativity, collaboration, coordination.
And something often overlooked, visual spatial skills. That ability to think and manipulate things in 3D space.
Which is huge for science, engineering, architecture.
So you could be looking at potential fits for like electrical engineers or graphic designers, people who need that spatial reasoning.
Makes sense. Okay, what about strategy, puzzle, and quiz games? Like StarCraft, Pac-Man maybe, League of Legends?
Ah, the brain burners.
Yeah. These games hone decision-making, planning, definitely concentration, and persistence. You fail, you try again, you refine your strategy.
You're constantly working out how to progress, which builds problem solving. You're evaluating systems, learning how they work. That's critical thinking and system evaluation right there.
And how does that translate?
Think roles needing focused problem solving under pressure, call center reps dealing with complex issues, maybe even healthcare providers making quick, informed decisions.
So beyond these individual skills, what's the bigger picture here?
It really comes down to cultivating what some call drive, being organized, motivated, fundamentally goal-oriented.
Yep.
And what's really cool is that companies are starting to measure this directly. Using things like game-based assessments or GBAs, Manpower Group's Skills Insight platform is a great example.
How does that work?
It uses AI and interactive game scenarios. Instead of just asking you questions, it observes how you approach challenges in the game to measure that drive, organization, goal focus.
That's more objective.
Exactly. It can reveal capabilities a resume might miss. And it promotes diversity because it's blind to background, focusing purely on potential and those core traits.
Okay, so putting it all together, gaming isn't just fun. It's a legitimate, you could even say proven, way to build a really solid professional toolkit of these essential soft skills.
Quantifiable skills, too, which is important.
Now, here's where I think it gets really fascinating. Project management.
Ah, yes. The connection is surprisingly strong.
When you think about what a project manager actually does, juggling people, money, information, time, equipment, all to hit a specific goal.
It sounds a lot like managing a complex game, doesn't it?
It really does. It's not easy, but if you're a seasoned gamer, maybe it's, well, not quite a piece of cake, but definitely familiar territory.
And building on that, research like Daria Grachowska's work points to 8 specific project management skills that games are really effective at developing.
Okay, let's break those down. 8 qualities that project managers and gamers share. Number 1, multitasking ability. Think about a frantic survival game.
Oh yeah, resource management is key.
You're fighting enemies, watching your health, crafting, listening for danger, aiming, all at the same time. Drop one ball, you're done.
That's exactly like a PM juggling team needs: budget constraints, resource allocation, deadlines.
But maybe even more intense in the game, because it's simultaneous critical demands, not just sequential tasks. It trains a different kind of awareness.
Good point. Okay, number 2.
Strategic planning. How many hours do gamers spend planning, deciding on build orders, resource management strategies, map exploration routes?
Which directly mirrors a PM defining the project scope, allocating those limited resources, planning for risks.
Third, faster decision-making. In-game, you often have seconds: forest, path, or bridge, shoot or hide, run or fight.
High stakes, rapid decisions. Crucial for PMs needing to mitigate risks or adapt to changing circumstances quickly.
Fourth is leadership and moral support. This really comes out in online team games.
Keeping the team cohesive.
You learn to motivate people, manage workloads, handle conflicts, prevent burnout, maybe shield the team from pressure to avoid crunch. It's like being a good raid leader or team captain.
Which is exactly what a good PM does: builds a healthy, supportive, productive team environment.
Fifth, enhancement of problem solving. Games are just problems to solve, right? Which lever to pull, which door to open, how to beat that boss.
Constantly overcoming obstacles. And PMs face problems daily, needing to find efficient solutions, get the job done at the lowest cost.
So what kind of problem solving are we really talking about here? Is it just puzzles?
That's a great question. It's more fundamental. It's about seeing the gap between what is and what should be.
Yeah.
It requires creativity for new solutions, plus critical thinking to analyze ideas. And games force you to tackle both complicated problems hard, but solvable with a clear method, and complex ones.
What's the difference there?
Complex problems have tons of moving parts, interconnected variables. You can often only manage them, not perfectly solve them. Think large-scale strategy games or simulations.
Oh, yeah.
Gaming teaches you to stay calm under that pressure, prioritize, work strategically even when things are messy, and adapt by constantly evaluating what you're doing.
So it's like practicing advanced thinking strategies.
Pretty much. Things like brainstorming, maybe even unconsciously using frameworks like de Bono's 6 thinking hats, like putting on your green hat for new ideas or your blue hat to manage the process. Gamers do this stuff intuitively.
That's fascinating. Okay, number 6.
Improved communication, especially in multiplayer. Messages have to be simple, short, accurate, get to the point fast to coordinate and win.
Just like in projects. Clear information, good feedback loops are vital for success. Avoids so many problems.
Absolutely. 7th, collaboration and great teamwork. Multiplayer success often needs different roles: medics, engineers, support working together seamlessly.
Like a project team. It needs commitment, clear roles, mutual support, people chipping in on tough tasks.
All to deliver on time and on budget. Same principle.
And the last one, number 8.
Adaptability. Games constantly throw curveballs. Missions change, conditions shift. Tactics that worked before suddenly don't.
Which sounds exactly like real-world projects.
Yeah.
Deadlines move, teams change, budgets get cut, maybe the whole goal pivots.
You have to be flexible. Gamers get trained in that constantly. The situation is dynamic.
It's really striking when you lay it out like that. Gamers are, in a way, already running complex projects.
Yeah.
The skills are deeply ingrained. Okay, so we've covered soft skills, project management. But people might be thinking, what about actual hard technical skills? The kind employers list in job descriptions.
Right, and that's where tools like Unreal Editor for Fortnite, UEFN, become really important.
Tell us more about that.
Well, what's amazing about UEFN is how it's kind of democratizing game development. It's making powerful tools accessible, even if you don't have a formal degree or years of experience.
You mentioned Dylan Johnson's story.
Yeah, great example. No prior game dev or art background. Started with Fortnite Creative, moved to UEFN. Driven by passion and being a visual learner, he found success. It shows these tools really lower the barrier.
So what is UEFN exactly? How does it differ from, say, just playing Fortnite or using creative mode?
It's a powerful PC application. It essentially unlocks the full power of Epic Games' Unreal Engine 5, but within the Fortnite ecosystem.
Meaning?
Unlike the more basic Fortnite Creative, UEFN lets you import your own custom 3D models, use professional tools for materials, visual effects, VFX, make cinematics with sequencer, animate characters with control rig. It's the real deal.
And collaboration is built in.
Yep, teams can work together and test things live, seeing changes instantly on PC or console. It's a professional workflow.
Okay, so you're learning these tools. How valuable is that knowledge outside of making Fortnite maps?
Hugely valuable. The knowledge you get from working with Unreal Engine is, well, very transferable. Research from Burning Glass Technologies actually highlighted this.
What did they find?
Jobs requiring Unreal Engine skills are in high demand. And they offer really significant salary premiums, especially in 3D graphics roles, like over $14,000 more on average than similar jobs without UE skills.
Wow, $14,000 premium.
Yeah. And the projected growth is staggering. Demand for Unreal Engine skills is expected to jump by 122% over the next decade.
122%. That's massive.
It's an explosion.
And is this just for game studios?
Not at all. That's the key takeaway. These 3D graphic skills are popping up everywhere. Construction, architecture, industrial design, media, film, TV, engineering, IT, manufacturing.
So your skills as a 3D artist making game assets could transfer to?
Architectural visualization, making those realistic 3D building mock-ups, or film production for visual effects, or creating virtual training environments. The core skills apply broadly, maybe with some minor industry tweaks.
So how does UEFN specifically help build these technical skills?
Think of it as this whole ecosystem, this platform. Whether you're new or experienced, you're building projects, and in doing so, you're practicing. Well, first, core programming principles. UFN uses visual scripting, Blueprint primarily, but also supports C++-X. Even with visual scripting, you're learning logical thinking, object-oriented concepts, debugging, fundamental stuff for IT roles like junior developers or cloud admins.
Okay, so the logic transfers even without writing lines of C++ necessarily.
Exactly. You also pick up software development best practices, things like version control concepts, iterative development, how to work collaboratively on a complex software project.
Makes sense. What else?
You get a feel for general data structuring and asset management. How do you organize hundreds of assets? How does information flow? It's not direct database coding like SQL, but that foundational understanding of data organization is super useful for developers, business analysts, data analysts.
Right, understanding the structure.
And finally, you get exposure to developer tools and collaborative workflows. The way UEFN projects work mirrors concepts used in tools like GitHub for version control, Jira for tracking tasks, Jenkins for automation, things crucial in DevOps or cloud roles.
And you mentioned UI/UX design too.
Yeah. For anyone interested in design, UEFN is a great playground. You're creating in-game menus, heads-up displays, maybe even broadcast overlays for esports, mastering intuitive interface design there. Those skills are directly valuable in standard digital product design.
Okay, it's important to acknowledge, though, the traditional game development industry isn't always easy, right? We hear about layoffs, tough working conditions sometimes.
That's true. It can be challenging, but here's the aha moment, perhaps. The very skills we've been talking about, the ones honed through gaming and tools like UEFN, are increasingly valuable outside those traditional game dev jobs.
So the demand is shifting.
Dramatically. There was a fast company analysis looking at job listings from 2023 to 2025, over 176,000 of them. While job posts for game designers within the gaming industry saw only a modest 4% rise, look at other sectors.
Okay.
The tech sector share of those game designer listings, up 20%. Education skyrocketed from about 9% to nearly 29% of all listings.
Wow, education.
Yeah, think gamified learning, interactive training. And media and publishing saw a 122% surge in demand for these skills.
So the skills are migrating, becoming mainstream.
Precisely. The need for engaging digital experiences, interactive content, simulation, it's driving demand for that gamer skill set across the board.
So practically speaking, what does this mean for someone looking to transition using their gaming skills?
Well, think about level design skills, your ability to craft engaging functional spaces.
Yeah.
That translates very well to UX design for software or websites, or architectural visualization ArchViz,
Yeah.
or even wayfinding, designing how people navigate complex physical spaces like airports or hospitals.
Interesting.
And the broader skills, problem solving, communication, understanding development processes, they're gold dust for IT roles like project manager, business analyst, cloud administrator. Even highly technical skills like C++ are sought after in fields like fintech.
So the opportunities are broader than many might think. How do you actually make that leap, though? Any strategies?
Definitely. A few things come to mind. First, for those with experience, freelancing can work well. Smaller studios might pay a premium for specific project help.
Good option for flexibility.
Second, networking.
Yeah.
Cannot stress this enough. Use LinkedIn, connect with people. Don't be afraid to send polite messages asking for advice. Learn about their journeys.
Build connections.
Yes, rapport with people inside companies you admire can lead to jobs that never get advertised publicly. Discord communities can also be great for direct connections.
What about showing your skills?
That's number 3. Portfolio building. It's crucial. Companies want to see experience with user-generated content platforms. UEFN, Roblox, Minecraft. Build cool stuff there.
So create maps experiences.
Exactly. It demonstrates your abilities. It can even lead to paid work if you build a strong portfolio and client base. Turn passion into proof.
Okay, what else?
Fourth, embrace lifelong learning. Tech changes constantly. New tools, new platforms, new trends. You have to stay curious and keep learning to stay relevant and adaptable.
Always be learning. Makes sense.
And finally, maybe most importantly, passion. Creative fields, including games and related tech areas, require real dedication. Your genuine passion fuels the learning, helps you push through challenges, and ultimately brings satisfaction.
So it really comes down to understanding that all those hours, all those challenges in games, they're not just entertainment. They're actually sophisticated training for a huge range of professional paths.
Far beyond just the screen.
Wow. Okay, that was quite the deep dive into the surprising professional power of gaming. It feels undeniably clear now, whether you're meticulously crafting worlds in UEFN, or deep in strategic thought in an RPG, or coordinating with your team in a multiplayer match.
Yeah.
You're doing way more than just playing.
You really are cultivating this powerful arsenal of skills. Multitasking, leadership, complex problem solving, even those hard technical 3D skills.
And what's really striking is how these skills are increasingly recognized, sought after by employers in so many different industries now, not just games.
Absolutely. It genuinely broadens your career horizons. It empowers you, really, to look at the job market differently with more confidence in what you bring.
So what does this all mean for you listening? I guess the main takeaway is, don't underestimate the professional value of your gaming experience.
Yeah, don't discount it.
These skills are like your secret weapons, your superpowers in the modern workforce. They equip you for challenges, for innovation across so many different fields.
Keep exploring, keep creating, keep learning. That next big opportunity, it might just be a game away.
And hey, if you want to connect with other creators, share ideas, maybe push your skills further, definitely check out the Creative Block Discord with the link in the description.
Great community there.
For your own next step, maybe try this. Think about one specific skill you know you've developed through gaming. Problem solving, collaboration, planning, whatever it is. Then think, how could you explicitly talk about that on your resume? Or bring it up naturally in your next interview or professional chat? How would you connect that game skill to a real-world job requirement you're targeting? Food for thought.